welcome back to another video, guys. So this is the first base we're looking at today, and it's gonna be a box base. So the first attack and the last attack will be box bases, and it's gonna be two different type of box bases, and I'm gonna show you guys how to take down both of them. So this is the plan I'm using for this one. So I'm gonna show you guys how to take down each different variation of box bases. So this one here, we have value behind the tonal. So we're gonna do our typical charge where we put the flinger on one side and the queen to the middle to go to the tonal, and the king on the next side. So here we're going with the flinger. So we want it to set up a funnel for the queen, and it should also go down to the scatter shot. So that's good. I always say try to open the walls even more. Just send the wall break and let the defenses kill it, so it could die on the wall. We only got one piece open there, and that's enough. Once you get even one piece open, that's enough. So you typically start with the queen near the flinger, but the flinger already funneled her to go up. So yeah, and she's also tanking this mortar here, so that's phenomenal. She's on the tonal. I already sent the king to create the funnel. There's no damage on him, so he should be okay. We're gonna try to put him into the next scatter shot. So that's the goal for him. The queen is going strong so far. Haven't been in no trouble. Okay, going with the next rage on her. Yeah, I don't really need wall breakers here, but just send them anyways. I tried to open the wall for the king at the scatter shot, but the eagle shells killed it, so he went around. Okay, queen finished with the CC. Just gonna leave her with a rage now. She should be okay to take out everything. Now since the king left the scatter shot, I'm gonna start the royal champion on it, and I should follow up with the Lalo on the left here, going into the multi. Gonna go with a freeze on the spell tower and the inferno. Just waiting for my loons to all come together here, and I should be able to use the ace and pop the warden ability to negate the damage of these spell towers. Okay. Yeah guys, all we have to do is just to freeze up the last multi, so make sure to hit your freeze, because I didn't. I had to use another one. But yeah guys, it's gonna be still a 3-star, even though we missed that freeze. So this is how we typically take down these box spaces. Once they're value behind the tonal, we do this type of charge. So fling on one side, queen in the middle, king on the next side. When the king uses ability and going down, we go with the RC on his side, and we start the Lalo on the same side with them. Okay, we have a diamond base here. We're gonna be using that plan. So with this base, we're gonna pick every compartment apart. So the RC, the king, the flinger, and the Lalo and the queen will all have different compartments. So I will use the king on the multi, and I'll use the flame flinger on the single here, because it's like, why would I use the flinger for the multi and then I send the king into the single, then I have to use spells to save the king? So it's like, I just use the flinger to take out the single and the king for the multi, so I don't have to freeze for the king. So here we're going straight from the corner here. The queen is responsible for the X-bows and the scatter shots. Okay, I'm gonna set up the flinger now soon after she's safe, so I'll just leave her with a rage. And yes guys, I should be able to set it up. Even though there's a mortar there, the flinger should still get the inferno. So we don't break immediately, we wait until she shows a side here, and then we break which side she's going. Hey guys, just like that. Okay, so with the flinger now, there's a lot of defenses down there that's touching the single, so the splash damage from the flame effects will kill the single inferno. Okay, so queen going good so far. I'm gonna try to break the wall here at the spell factory, and then she should be able to get the eagle and the warden tower. And we're just picking this base apart here, guys, just section by section. So now that's the wall break for the king. I'm gonna set a funnel on the right with the wizard. I should be able to start him on the camp, and he should funnel himself into it here. Okay, queen is in for the eagle and warden tower. I placed the RC over here because there's a lot of defenses over there and it's like no damage, so I just send her over there. And the king ability could go off now and take the multi, so that's good. And now we just have to Lalo the back end. It's like section by section, guys. Use every single thing for a section, and this is how you take down this phase. You just can pop the warden ability with the ace and it should be over here. Hey guys, a great attack. Just always pick these bases apart, so it's like if you on both sides you have a single and on the next side have a multi, you just use the flinger for the single side and the king for the multi. And it's like it would have been even better if both are multis. But if it's a single, you're still gonna do the same thing. You just have to do it, use a freeze for the king. That's how you take down that one. Okay guys, I will try to explain out when to use the flinger on the Yeti bomb. So we have a base here, a diamond base. So usually when there's value on the back end of the diamond bases, this is what I normally do. So I use the flinger on the back end and the queen for the tonal. It should create a straight path in through the middle to send my Lalo. So I'm gonna give you guys a little more tips on this approach. So go in here, always have to open the walls even wider for the queen. I use too sneaky to funnel the collectors here, so the queen should go straight in for the multi and the tonal. And once she's in between these walls, she's locked in there. So the flinger is getting a little bit of value on the back end, but I'm gonna show you guys when there's no value for the flinger on the back end. I'm gonna show you guys what to do or what siege machine to use, and that is coming up next. So the flinger should get the warden tower and those 2 year defense. So typically when the queen is on the tonal with no damage on her, I usually like don't rage, but the seeking near mine took one of the healers, so I went with the rage early here, going with the king on this side. It doesn't matter which side you go with the king here, you can choose any side, but the Lalo will be different. So the side where he went, he's gonna trigger the side where he goes, he's gonna trigger the rage tower. So we're gonna start the Lalo on the next side where the next rage tower is, where the enemy hero is. And yeah, he took out this royal champion, so it didn't make sense I start Lalo right here, because then I'll have the queen side to take out. So just keeping the queen alive here. 1 minute in, I should be able to go with the Lalo now from the queen side, because I wanna use the warden ability to take out her. Hey guys, I'm gonna go with the rage here. Hey guys, the queen should go down, and we just have a straight path in through the core here. Just one straight path in through the whole middle of the base. The flinger did a good job and the queen did a great job too. So I'm gonna actually save her here, because if the scatter shot shoot her, she would have died. Hey guys, I think that was the right move there. And you see, I didn't start the Lalo from this side, I started from the next side. As I said, the enemy queen is over there, so it's better to start on her with the headhunters so you can kill her. Plus the rage tower on this side already went off, so we wouldn't have to worry about it later. So that's how you take down that one. Alright, another diamond base. This is diamond base I'm talking about. There is no value on the back end for the flinger. So this is what we will do. We will use the body drill, and you will see how well the body drill will perform in this one. So as I said, when I don't see a spot for the flinger, I normally go with the body drill. On those scatter shot side, I feel like the motor and the enemy queen will kill the flinger, so that was a no-no. Okay, starting from the top, I'm gonna funnel these two dark elixir gels, sneakies. I'm gonna actually put 2 barbs there because I think they would have died to protect the sneaky. Okay, going good so far. I switch to the body drill. I'm gonna try to open the wall, but it's not targeting it, just targeting these outside walls, so I wouldn't try that again. Okay, bad rage from me here, Mr. Healers, to go with the next spell. So you guys just need to drop your spells better. I'll make sure I went with the king here because I wanted to take the fire off that expo. Yes, I wanted my queen to be a little more safe. But the king is also gonna go and kill the RC. So here's where we're gonna use the battle drill with the king. I use it like a RC. So I'm gonna send it behind him to go into the scatter shot. I'll start the RC to funnel it inside to the scatter shot, and I'll start the Lalo on the back end. Okay, just making sure my queen will survive there. Starting the Lalo for this section. Okay, should be able to pop a warden ability through here. Okay, alright, perfect. Look at this body gel, guys. So I'm just gonna freeze this multi on the right because my loons are going to the next one, so it doesn't make sense I freeze that one. Yes, guys, that body gel went through the core, the whole entire core, across the core, and it's not gonna die. So this is how you do, or this is how you use the body gel when you don't see no flinger value. Yeah, guys, this is how I normally approach these bases when I don't see flinger value. And yes, guys, I just go with the body gel here. And I don't see any blimp value, to be honest. So body gel. Alright, going in here. That's the plan for this base. So I have this base and I've practiced on it, and I've come up with a way of 3-starring it. So we're gonna see that it's really consistent here, because this is the first time I'm finding it in Legend League. And this is a perfect example where to use the Yeti blimp instead of the flinger. So there is typically no value for the flinger on these bases. It will just stay on the outer walls and it wouldn't take out nothing interior. So what I'm gonna do with the Yeti bomb here is just to take the single, and it should set up a great pattern for my queen. Don't have to rage that, we just need the single. So that was the goal for the blimp, just the single, so no rage needed. And we also got the CC pull. So here the Titan is going for my healers, so I'm gonna make the healers invisible, because sometimes this E-Titan just always up to these stuff. So I should have been more faster here. I tried to be, but I lose the queen ability, but still gonna make it through. And the walls are to the core are easy to target because it's closed, so easily wall break there. I would rather the king to go down here, like to go down and not go inside, but it's okay. And here's how we'll do the Lalo. We won't do it from the bottom, we'll start from the top. And this is how you take down the base, guys, because I had the base and I practice this approach, and this is the most consistent approach to take down this one. So here we go with the RC and the U defense. We should be able to start with the Warden. We should be able to send the Headhunters and pop a Warden ability for that Royal Champion. So usually if you had your Queen ability, she would have survived to the end here. She wouldn't have died. I promise you that. So if I was more quicker with the Headhunter and Rage, and she would have lived and the base would have been more wrecked. But this plan is so consistent that just even if you make errors, it will work. So just do the Lalo from this side with the Warden ability to take out the Monolith, the enemy hero. And you guys, it should be over. Nothing to stop the RC, and there would have been nothing to stop the Queen. So if you see this space, just use the Yeti blimp for the single. There's like no ear mine there. And yeah, if there's a ear mine, just use a rage. I think they would have still get it, to be honest, because it's just a single. Yes, guys. So you take down this one. Right, going in again here. Next diamond base. And yeah, guys, that's the plan. So my initial plan was to Yeti bomb the eagle and the single. That was my initial plan, just to start the Queen at the expos over here and Yeti bomb the eagle and the single. I was trying to point it out there, but yeah, just going here with the Queen charge, and it's like it slipped me that I was like, what am I gonna do with the siege? So I was like, okay, I saw the scatter shot up there, and I was like, I'm gonna place it up there, but I forgot I was to blimp the eagle and the single. So I was like, what am I gonna do with this siege? So I placed it up here because I saw I could get the scatter shot. I just forget about it, the Yeti bomb for the eagle and single. And yeah, I'm just saying, okay, I'm just gonna use the king to funnel the queen and get the scatter shot here, and she should go directly to the middle. So this is like a on the fly plan. Like this plan was not intentional. So yes, guys, the king should pick up the scatter shot with his ability, and he would set a phenomenal funnel for the queen here. So the flinger is on the scatter shot up there, so that's so sweet. And yeah, guys, I took down the eagle and the single with no problems. So that was like, I was like, wow, none of this was planned. Okay, I tried to funnel her with the invis there, but this queen, I don't know what's up with her. She did really good here. She went right back around and she went straight for that tunnel, and I was like, wow. And then I saw the CC coming, and I was like, why am I not popping the ability? Then I said, okay, I popped it there, and then I'll just start the Lalo, and you're gonna see that this plan was so good. Like, it wasn't supposed to be like this, but it worked out really good. My warden was on ground by mistake. I forgot to change him, and the flinger came over and show on the single right there, so that's great. And you guys, Lalo just to get that monolith. And you guys, just single inferno is nothing to Lalo. Like, it's nothing to the loons. So yeah, just a simple Lalo here, and it got in through. This wasn't planned. No, it wasn't my initial plan, but yeah, it just worked out. I forgot what I was supposed to do with the siege machine, so yes, guys. And next time I'll attack the base like that. Okay, this is the box base I'm talking about. That's the plan I will be using. So there's no value behind the town hall, and it's really tricky to charge that empty spot in front of the the monolith there. So it's a no. So let's go. We're starting the queen from here. All we have to do is to Yeti bomb the expo on the multi inside right here. And yeah guys, the queen should always go left. Only if there's Tesla there, you will have to make them invisible immediately right in front of the wizard tower there. If there's Tesla there, then she would go, okay, it was pulled, but she already starting to go left. But if it was pulled earlier, she would have went over there. So just send in the blimp, drop it before the sweeper push it, and it should take out the multi and the expo. It also got in the eagle and the CC full, so great value from the blimp there. Just always try to memorize this base. Always try to memorize it because this plan is OP for it. I'm telling you guys, it's too OP for these bases. So typically why we charge this, because we can get the queen to the town hall like that, just from this corner side. All we have to do is just to funnel the side with the king. Yes guys, this approach is really strong for these box bases. So once there's open wall in front of the monolith and the monolith is in front of the town hall, we do discharge. So try to Yeti bomb the multi and the expo. And yeah guys, it should work out guys. And here where we start the Lalo, always start on the back end guys, because time will always fail you if you start from the next side. So that ace right there was supposed to be a freeze. And yeah guys, always try to keep the queen alive too. Like on this approach, always use the rages for her. Yes guys, this is how you take down this base. That ace was supposed to be a freeze, as I said. So yeah, we have 3 freezes left. And the base is done guys. These bases are really simple with this approach. So try to memorize the base. Now always try this approach. It should always work. Always, I'm telling you. Always. So yes guys, that's a nice restart here. And yes guys, this is the day after the 260. So I'm gonna show you guys the battle log of today and yesterday where I finished 260 in the world. So when I placed 260 and the day started, it's like I took low on defense, but I failed to make a positive because of those 1 stars. I got a lot of 1 stars. I got 2 1 stars in the 260, and that would have been my chance to go in the leaderboards and maybe stay in there. So yes guys, that's gonna be it for the video. Thank you for watching and bye.
But did you ever try to pop on the